This is going to blow your mind. Welcome to the ultimate guide on mastering branding secrets to explode your financial success in 2025. Look, you've got hustle, I respect that, but here's a tough truth. In 2025, just having skills isn't enough. To make a serious impact and real money, you've got to master the art of branding. It's not just for celebrities or big corporations, it's for anyone who wants to live life on their terms. Right now, there are people out there just like you, figuring out how to stand out in a crowded market. Stick around till the end because there's a hidden secret throughout this video that you won't want to miss. Let's dive in. And remember, the hidden secret could be the game changer you've been waiting for. Watch till the end to uncover it. Let me tell you something. The most powerful brands don't talk to their audience, they talk with them. They get inside their heads, understand their dreams, their frustrations, the things that keep them up at night. They become obsessed with their audience's pain points. Think about it, Gymshark. They didn't just start selling workout clothes. Everyone and their mother was doing that. They tapped into a community of young fitness enthusiasts who felt out of place in typical gyms. They saw a need, a desire for a brand that spoke directly to them, and they delivered. What's keeping your audience up at night? What are they searching for online at 2 a.m? What problems are they desperately trying to solve? When you can answer these questions, you're not just selling a product or service, you're offering a solution, a lifeline. You become the answer to their prayers. This isn't about manipulation, it's about empathy. It's about understanding your audience so deeply that you can create something truly valuable for them. And when you do that, they'll reward you with their loyalty, their trust, and yes, their money. Stop thinking about what you want to sell and start thinking about what your audience needs to buy. Become a student of their desires, their struggles, their aspirations. The more you understand them, the better you can serve them. But here's the thing, it's not enough to just know their pain points. You have to live and breathe them. You need to be able to articulate their problems better than they can. Remember, you're not building a brand for yourself, you're building it for them. All right, let's get creative. I want you to think of yourself as a character in a story. What's your origin story? What are your superpowers? What's your kryptonite? Just like a superhero has powers, weaknesses, and a mission, so should your brand. Take Mr. Beast, for example. He's not just a guy who makes YouTube videos, he's built a whole persona around generosity, outrageous challenges, and a bit of that crazy friend vibe. People know what to expect from him, and that's what makes him so compelling. Your brand needs that same level of clarity. What are the 3 words that people should use to describe you? What makes you different, unique, memorable? This isn't about being fake. It's about distilling the essence of who you are and what you stand for. Think about your values, your passions, the things that get you fired up. These are the building blocks of your brand persona. Once you've got a solid foundation, you can start injecting it into everything you do, from your social media posts to the way you interact with customers. When you start thinking of yourself as a character, you can start crafting a narrative around your brand. What's your story? What are you trying to achieve? What obstacles have you overcome? People connect with stories. By sharing your story authentically and strategically, you can create a deeper connection with your audience. Don't be afraid to show your personality, your quirks, even your flaws. People are drawn to authenticity. The more real you are, the more relatable you become. Chapter 3: The Power of Relatable Storytelling. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Your brand isn't about you. It's about the stories you tell that resonate with others. This isn't some vague marketing advice. It's a psychological tactic that humanizes your brand, that makes people feel something. Look at Nike's Dream Crazy campaign. They didn't just sell shoes, they sold the dream of defying the odds, of pushing past your limits. They tapped into a universal human desire, the desire to achieve greatness, and they told a story that resonated with millions of people. What stories can you tell that will connect with your audience on an emotional level? What experiences have you had that they can relate to? Think about your failures, your triumphs, the lessons you've learned along the way. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Sharing your struggles can actually make you more relatable. People want to know that they're not alone, that even successful people face challenges. And here's the key: your stories need to be authentic. People can spot a fake a mile away. If you're not genuinely passionate about what you're talking about, it will show. When you tell stories that are true to yourself and your brand, you create a powerful connection with your audience. They start to see you as more than just a business or a brand. They see you as a human being with a story to tell. Think about the stories you tell your friends, the ones that make them laugh, cry, or think differently about the world. Those are the kinds of stories you need to be telling through your brand. Don't be afraid to experiment with different formats. The best stories are the ones that stay with people long after they've finished reading or watching. Chapter 4. Leverage the halo effect with powerful associations. Let's talk about the halo effect. This is a powerful psychological phenomenon where our perception of one thing influences how we perceive something else. In the context of branding, it means that when you associate yourself with something positive, some of that positivity rubs off on you. Think about it. Why do you think so many brands collaborate with influential names? It's not just about reaching a wider audience, it's about leveraging the halo effect. When people see a brand they respect partnering with someone they admire, it instantly boosts their credibility. You can use this same principle to your advantage. Start by identifying the thought leaders, influencers, and brands in your niche that you respect. Who do you admire? Who has an audience that you want to connect with? Once you've identified your targets, start looking for ways to build relationships with them. This could involve collaborating on a project, guest posting on their blog, or simply engaging with them on social media. But here's the thing: don't just focus on big names. Look for micro-influencers and up-and-coming brands in your niche. These partnerships can be just as valuable, if not more so, than working with someone with millions of followers. The key is to be strategic about your associations. Don't just align yourself with anyone who will have you. Choose your partners carefully, making sure that their values align with yours and that their audience is a good fit for your brand. And remember, building strong associations takes time and effort. The halo effect isn't just about partnering with other people or brands. Chapter 5. Consistency. Your personal brand's secret weapon. Let me tell you something. Most people can't handle this. They get a taste of success, then they disappear. They get distracted, they get lazy, they lose sight of the bigger picture. This is where most people slip up consistency. Your brand can't be a one-hit wonder. It has to keep showing up day after day, week after week, month after month. Think of it like working out. You're not going to see results if you only go to the gym once a month. Look at The Rock. He didn't become the hardest worker in the room overnight. He built that reputation through years of consistent effort, both on screen and off. Choose your platforms wisely. You don't have to be everywhere at once. It's better to dominate on one or two platforms than to spread yourself too thin. Create a content calendar and stick to it. This will help you stay organized and ensure that you're consistently putting out high-quality content. Engage with your audience, respond to comments, answer questions, and show that you're paying attention. Don't be afraid to experiment. Try new things, see what works, and adjust your strategy accordingly. The most important thing is to show up consistently and provide value to your audience. Outro: Build Your Legacy. 5 branding secrets for 2025 and beyond. Building a brand isn't just about getting more followers, it's about creating something that resonates, that impacts. It's about building a legacy that outlasts you. Remember these 5 tools, they're non-negotiable. Know your audience's deepest desires, craft a memorable persona, tell relatable stories that move people, build powerful associations with those you admire, and be relentlessly consistent. You don't just want a brand, you want a movement. You want people to feel something when they see your name, hear your message, experience your work. That's what separates the good from the great. Ready to take control of 2025? Subscribe, join the journey, and let's build something that makes an impact.